Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? This is good old Reverend Wardo, and this is the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. It's May 12th, 8:59, meant till 9. And, new scam, C.A.R.B and B.A.R, we call it, C.A.R.B, the California Air Resource Board, new scam. Now, they did a Zoom call with a couple of small companies, small businesses and stuff, and the new scam, brake pad dust. They want to waste $900,000 on a research on brake pad dust. Because we all know for the past few years, if you went and got state rep, they made you get a C.A.R.B approved, whatever. And it's about money. It's about money, right? About money. So when you start to think about smoking your car, okay, it went from 75 up. Okay, anything from 74 back, you're good. 75 up, you're fucked. Okay, you're fucked because you need to smoke your vehicle. Now there was an exemption in the late 70s where if you had a vehicle like a truck, because when Dodge came out with the Dodge Warlock, the Dodge Liberty Express pickup, or the Dodge Midnight Express, the trucks weighed about 6,000 pounds, right? It had a 360 motor in it, making 225. Trucks were exempt. Certain trucks were exempt at a certain weight. Now, certain trucks along the way were exempt from smog. Okay, if you had a 93 F250 or F350, you're good. 93, but it has to be a certain model of F350 or F250 models. Trucks. Now, you're not allowed to modify your vehicle. Your vehicle, these days. Can't straight pipe them. You cannot do a bypass kind of thing, because everything is done by these suits. EPA, C.A.R.B are not car guys. They're not, these are political machines out for one thing. That's money. Money, right? They're fucking with you, the driver. They're fucking with you. Okay? They're fucking with you. Now, C.A.R.B has lost their money. They're only getting money from the state. They get about 1.8 billion every year. 1.8 billion a year from the state of California. Now, you ask yourself, what can I do to... the thing is, you still need to smog your vehicle. Okay, you still need to smog your vehicle, but C.A.R.B had a stranglehold on the whole thing for years, since '75. Because California was the first state to introduce catalytic converters, and why? They're worthless, you know. And it's the reason why they're wanting, if you have an old car, like an old Chevy, like a Chevy Impala, or a Mustang, or a Buick, or, you know, old, whatever it is, you know, they want you to drive it a certain amount of miles a year. You know, they want you to register it to where they only want you to drive it per year 2,500 miles a year. If I had, say, like a 59 Dodge Coronet, I'm gonna drive it every day. I'm gonna drive it every day. I don't care what they say. I'm gonna drive it every day. Will I register it? No. Why? My choice, right? My choice. My car, my choice. Now, for years, EPA has fined performance shops, smog shops, all kinds of, you know, all kinds of ridiculous fines and shit, you know. EPA fined the Diesel brothers $800,000. Okay, $800,000, man. What the fuck, man, you know? Because they're cracking down on drivers that are tuning their cars, like tuning, or they take a computer, and, you know, you put on a supercharger. What the fuck? What does a supercharger have anything to do with emissions? What does an intercooler have anything to do with emissions, right? You can tune your vehicle, man. It's your vehicle. If you want to tune your vehicle, tune the damn thing. If you want to put on a supercharger, put on a supercharger. If you want to put on an intercooler, put on an intercooler, you know. It's your car. As long as it's factory, you can put on a new turbo or intercooler or maybe even a supercharger, because you see guys that have Mopars, right? They have a sketch. They have a you see Dodges, you know, like the Charger, you know. They have the sketch pack. I've seen a few put on the Demon. You know, the twin screw supercharger on the Hellcat motors, the Scat Packs, you know, and put out a lot of power, you know. A Demon supercharger, which is a twin screw supercharger on a Hellcat engine, it boosts the power further from what the Hellcat engine had, because the Hellcat engine is 707. You got the Demon, it's 840, right? Now, if you took the second gen Demon supercharger on the Hellcat or Skypack, dude, boom. But they don't want you to do that, right? But now the new scam is they want to check your brakes. They want to make sure your brakes are C.A.R.B certified. Well, fuck you, C.A.R.B, okay? Fuck C.A.R.B, right? And it's a new scam. It's a new scam, you know. I would rather drive an older car any day, man. I would rather drive an older car or older truck any day than these new ones because I don't want to have to deal with these motherfuckers, man. I do not want to have to deal with these motherfuckers, man, you know. And you kind of wonder, right? Kind of wonder, like, hey, well, why do they want to fuck with you? Money. Always about money. Mechanics for decades, ever since the Clean Air Act of 1970, mechanics for years have made sure their car ran good. It breathed clean air into the engine. See, all these politicians, they want to restrict your freedom, right? They want to restrict your freedom any ways possible. Now, I've always been a fan of older cars, older JDMs, you know. One of my favorite vehicles is a Toyota Land Cruiser FJ43. One of my favorites. Okay. And dude, you know, I hate it when they try to say, well, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. How do you know what we need and don't need, you know? Because the EPA has lost some power here in California. The hands are now tied. C.A.R.B, ever since President Trump signed the thing into law, in a way, their hands are tied as well. But yet, they can still do the small, stupid shit. Now, one of their scams, again, is brake pads. What does brake pads have anything to do with emissions, man? A brake dust goes on your rim, you clean the fucker off. Right? How many people had brake dust on their car, their truck, SUV? Many. But yet, they still clean them off when they take them to the damn car wash, you know, right? They clean them off because they want their wheels to look clean, look decent, look nice, man, you know. But it's about fucking money. It's always been about EPA, C.A.R.B, man. Like, dude, certain parts of these agencies, they want money. They want money. They want funding because they're money hungry. Like, it's like a cop asking for your ID, right? Ask for ID because it's like crack to them. Money to C.A.R.B and EPA and FEMA. It's like a cop having a crack fix for your ID, right? So like I think, like, well, what you do? Here's one thing that I've been seeing. Stop straight piping your car, asshole. I know you want your car to sound cool, but the thing is, you don't want to get pulled over. You don't want a ticket. You do not want to get street repped where they decide, well, We might take away your vehicle's registration, and we might take it. Now, because for years you had a ticket, right? $1,000 fixed ticket, right? $1,000, you know, just a fixed ticket for what, $1,000? Ah, you know. All you get it was, because the thing is, they're trying to take away. Remember back in the day, the cop would pull you over, right? Right. And they claim to see an issue with their vehicle, and they give you a fix it ticket, right? A fix it ticket. Now it's, we're going to send you to state rep. To see if your car is street worthy, right? How many remember the guy that in a Hyundai got pulled over because even though his car is stock, right? His car is stock. Hyundai won't do shit about it, right? See, cops can be fucking shady as fuck, right? Because cops think, oh, we know the law better than you. Hey, officer, dumbass, go fuck yourself. No, you don't. 80% of cops, look, here's facts. 65% of cops across the board do not know shit of the laws, okay? If you're the citizen that knows your rights and shit, that know your rights, of course, citizens know their laws and their rights better than cops do, because cops are fucking arrogant. They're arrogant, man. They're fucking arrogant, dude, you know. And if they pull you over and they see something wrong with the car, they're going to give you a fix-it ticket. Not anymore. You know, not anymore. Now it's like C.A.R.B is losing its funding. They lost their federal funding. They lost it. EPA lost some of its funding. FEMA also lost its funding too, because FEMA became woke. And if y'all remember what happened back in October, was it October or September? Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton. And complete bullshit, man. What happened? FEMA, lazy. FEMA's lazy, man. Lazy as fuck. They collect money, right? But that's it. They don't do a fucking thing. They're lazy as fuck. FEMA is lazy as fuck. If you remember Asheville? FEMA is fucking lazy, man. Right? And if you donate anything to the people of Asheville, like money, blankets, food, and whatnot, they would take it and store it, thinking like, oh, they won't find it. Bullshit. They found the supplies, water, food, blankets, you name it. And if y'all remember that some dumb fuck, I mean, we all know it's FEMA, came down and blew everything out. Because they didn't see, FEMA does not like anybody helping each other. Right? FEMA and these lefty nut jobs, these Wookiees, they do not like seeing people helping each other and being self-reliant. They want you as the people of this country, to rely on them, to rely on their government. Well, fuck the government. Okay? Fuck them. You know, fuck them. Because it's we, the people, right? We, the people. Always have been, always will be. You know, always will be. But they keep fucking with you. The reason they keep fucking with you because they know together we're stronger. Together. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of the people sticking together. Hopefully they can pull their head out of their ass and realize working together is better than working against each other. You know. And that's what C.A.R.B and that is what C.A.R.B been doing to drivers, man. You know, to gearheads, car guys, and women, ordinary Joe and Jane drivers. You know that shit. They are fucking with you guys, man. They're fucking with you because they know that. Again, the Hyundai guy, right? Got pulled over. Cop says, "What's that?" Oh, it's certain mode. See, cops don't know shit of the law. That's a huge majority of cops don't know, that don't. Because in the United States, cars have certain modes. Track mode, get my beer mode, scratch my balls mode. Joke. I mean, you have these different modes. Track, street. Well, I mean, it's just, you know. But the thing is, a cop pulled them over, says it's illegal. It's not illegal. Cops are trained to look for small stuff to make them big, right? Which is not really worth. They want to find something to make petty and to make it big and as if like it's some serious shit, you know. Fuck them. It's just, I mean, I've always been for the little guy, man. You know, I hate these bullies because I remember when I was in high school, I used to kick the shit out of bullies, man. I used to kick the crap out of bullies when I was in school, man. Bullies are nothing more than little kids, little babies, you know. You know, who want their way. I hate bullies, man. So he got pulled over, got state rep, even though the car was stock, right? Car stock, got state repped, and even though it was stock, there was nothing that they could do about it. Why? The car's still stock, right? He tried calling Hyundai, saying he explained everything. How can you go from stock back to stock? You can't. Cops are fucking with people and getting away with it, right? I want to say to every cop out there, fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. And those are the cops who do not know the law as they think they do. So, fuck you. Even the female cops. Fuck you and the broom handle you rode in on. Yeah. It's all, to them, it's about restricting your freedom. restricting your movement, restricting your right to fucking travel, man, you know. Your right to fucking travel, man, you know. That's all it is. That's all it is. A restriction of your right to travel, your right to move, man. You know what it is, dude. You know. Yeah. All right, folks. My name is Reverend Otto, spelled REVANORDO, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, share, comment below. Also, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. And I mean healthy and wise. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless.